Hello, this is the Harboring Light. I'm Mary. In this show, I simply give conservative observations about the world around me. I greatly appreciate my viewership, and I want to tell you I greatly thank you for that. And I have some news. So I'm growing my podcast, so I'm putting it on different platforms. So yeah, not only can you hear this podcast on Anchor, you can hear this podcast on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Audible. And if you like this content, please feel free to share this content with others. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. So let's get into today's topic, which is body image. Now, I think as far as body and the self, I think that's a self-reflected thing. No pun intended. I guess a pun intended along the lines of there. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably a pun intended there. But anyhow, it's something that I think it's important to figure that out and understand. But how do you view yourself versus how do other people view you? What does that actually mean here? What are we saying here? So, I think it's important to separate yourself about what other people think and to internalize what you feel about your own body and your own personal self-image of how you want to look, how you want to dress, how you want to present yourself to the world. I think it's one thing to say that you're comfortable in your own skin, and it's another thing to say, well, I'm comfortable enough in my own skin to where I want to put these disciplines in my life. I want to set these goals for myself so I can achieve the best image of myself. Now, let's get to the reasons and reason why I just said that. Now, I see a lot of things, and I've seen this, growing up in the 90s, I'm a 90s kid there, and then 2000s kid there, and all that. Now, I saw a lot of positivity and all these kind of things that were in the beginning stages or when I was a kid, and it's even more prevalent now to the landscape that we're seeing now. So where it's just a rite of passage with body positivity. Now, from my point of view, I think that it was all in good intentions, and it's just there was a lot of good, and there was some bad in the beginning process of body positivity. But now it's just a free-for-all to where it's bordering on it's acceptable. It's just acceptable to be to not care about your health, borderline running into health issues and all these kind of things. And I think it's missing the point of, to me, what I see as body positivity and body image. For me, I think it's very important to hold yourself accountable of what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And I think it's important to understand and to know that you should have a discipline in your routine of health, and to not shy away from health. Because I can tell you from personal experience that, and from things that I've seen that has happened in my family, and as far as losing my grandmother when I was younger to leukemia, to having another grandmother lost her early due to heart attack, heart issues, and stroke issues, and that has happened in my family, and that's happened in my husband's family, and diabetes that's happened in his family, and other things, factors like that. It's very important to have the urgency of health and well-being to take care of yourself, because I think that once you get that right, and once you understand that it can help map out how you view yourself and how you see yourself placed in your own body image. Now, it goes without saying, not everybody can be, a certain size, but I believe that even though you don't fit a certain size, or you don't feel like you're this, or you don't feel like you're that, you can still take charge of your well-being. You can still take charge of your health. I think you can still say, I am enough to do the things that I need to do to continue my life, that I want to be the best that I can be for myself, for my family, and for my legacy, if you want to build a legacy, and for others. Because it's very important when you tap into those issues, because once you start to see yourself in that sense, I think that helps you levitate towards positivity, to want to do more, to want to see more, to want to be accountable more, to want to grow. And you start to see that, I think, from my point of view, that you start to see that we're all in this together. You start to have more of appreciation of others. I think you start to have more of an understanding instead of a division. And I think that the whole idea of being happy and being well starts with health. Because, when you think about it, for instance, something simply, if you eat things that aren't good for you on a day-to-day basis, and that builds up, and you feel kind of groggy, you don't feel your best, and that grogginess, I believe, it stays within you, and you start to have that kind of cloud of just slumpiness, and you don't feel so good. And then that grogginess, I believe, can manifest itself into negativity, and that starts to become, if you're not careful, a part of yourself, and that a part of how you view things, all simply because of your diet. And it's just really important. It's good to have it's good to have things as far as that you like to eat, and and to enjoy yourself. But at the same time, it's important to know that you have to have a balance with everything. And I think that's important, stepping stone, an important milestone to understand with how to maneuver yourself. Because, even on the other side of this, if you're just a person that's just all purple this, purple that, just nothing but vegetables, nothing but this, nothing but that, and you don't have all other resources as far as things that you need for your nourishment, you're missing the point too. You're not feeding into your well-being. And I think that's the important aspect that should be talked about, and should be discussed, and should be seen as far as what's going on now in the media about the importance of mingling body positivity or sense of oneself with well-being. And I think also, when you as far as that it going on to a different subject now, as far as saying, well, when I look at the media, I don't see anyone that looks. I don't see anyone that I don't looks like me, or I can't relate to anything that looks like me. I need something like that, as they like to push in the media. That I need somebody like me. I need this. I need that. When I think that's unfortunate, because that goes aside the point of understanding that we are beyond. We should move ourselves beyond that, and understand that we're all human, and then relate to try to see, do a sense of oneself, of who you are, and who somebody else is, and see their character, and know that in their shared character that we can identify together. And that transcends, I think, with the whole deal with I don't see anybody like me, or I can't personally live up to these unrealistic ideas about beauty, or about bodies. And I think though that this is strong conversations to have. But on the other hand, with body positivity, I think it's a serious conversation that we should have too, about how unbalanced that can be. So, for instance, you see that with body positivity, that tends to go along the lines of women, that at any size that they're beautiful, right? But at the same time, with men, it's just one rigid viewpoint of how a man should look, and the man should be, of course, fit. So I think that it's not really all that fair. or I don't think that it's really all that balanced. Just ignore that and not understand that if you want to do things like this, and that's what go again. That I think that's what is the problem with not putting in wellness and happiness with body positivity and what you see in the media and what's going on in the media, and to separate yourself from that and to go what works for you, and to relate to what's going on in the world around you, and to understand the world around you a lot better. That you can't you can't just have say one thing and do another. That's really missing the point, because if you want to have champion body positivity, and we are good, and we are beautiful at all sizes, show that for men, because men are the backbone of this society. Men should be greatly appreciated and greatly understood, and you should do that for them, instead of just saying, "Oh, well, I just want this one rigid idea of what a man should look like, and that's it." I mean, that I think that's missing the point. So, with myself personally, with my journey with body image and body positivity, excuse me, I grew up when I was a child, and but I was on the heavier side, and I didn't really feel comfortable with that, and I did my best to deal with all of that, and particularly humor and everything what worked for me. But as I got older, I started to take accountability for my how I view my body, and how the things that I want and goals that I want for myself. And when I was 12, I hit a roadblock. I said I gotta make some changes because I don't like what I see. So I took measures and steps to change myself and to get healthy, and to be the best I could be. And I was able to do that. And so leading to that, into my teens, and to now. So when I was about 19, bordering almost 20, I had found out that I had a thyroid condition. And for those of you who don't know, thyroid conditions that affects the body and the way you metabolize things, and it affects a lot of other things too. But particularly in this episode, I'm focusing on your metabolism as far as that is concerned. So as a result of that, I was hyper and then hypo, and my weight would fluctuate to where I was overweight. And again, when I was going through that process, I said, okay, yeah, I'm at this weight, but I want to get out of this weight. I want to do the things that I need to do to take control of myself, because I don't want to. I don't want to spin out of control. I don't want to have health problems. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want more health problems than I already have. I want to live my life. I want to be healthy. And about the time that I reached 21, 22, 23, I was able to get all that weight off, and I felt great. And me personally, I feel more comfortable when I am thin, and then when I am doing all that to take care of my health and well-being, and that's what works for me. And I think that it's important to know that even if you're heavier, you can even within that you can maintain yourself, maintain your health to where you are healthy. You're not just unfit. And I think that's important to realize and to understand. And then as far as now being a wife and a mother and meeting my amazing husband, of course that goes along with the territory of childbirth and everything, of gaining weight. But even in that, I always did all I could to stay healthy, to maintain myself, to maintain my well-being. And that's what I'm doing now, just maintaining my well-being. And then I'm seeing the results, and the results are happening for me. And just I'm greatly appreciative, because it is it's just very important to be very disciplined in oneself, because I want to be the best that I can be for my family and for my husband and my children, and for their grandparents, and for everybody, for my family, because I'm lucky to have them. And if I'm not if I'm ill, or I'm not healthy, or I'm not physically healthy or mentally healthy, I'm doing this a great disservice, because I can't be there for them. I can't do everything that I can for them. I can't be happy with them. I can't. It's just, it runs into a lot of issues. We just can't be a strong unit if I'm not trying to do the things that I can do for my health and my well-being in myself. And I think that's important to understand and to know, and to, when you're in that state of loss, and in that state of wanting to get back again, it's just, I can't stress enough, it's very important, and it's healing when you just continue to want to stay focused and continue to hold on to wanting to be the best you can be, even when you're not. You just continue to strive. And I think that's important to understand when it comes to this whole idea about body image and body positivity, and their approach to health and well-being. I've reached the end of this show. And again, if you like it, please feel free to share my content. And again, my content is on different platforms now. So again, I'm on iHeartRadio, I'm on Amazon Music and Audible, and then of course Anchor. This was The Harboring Light. Hope you enjoyed what you heard.